Hello and welcome to my Christmas special for 2020. I'm BonBonB, you're very welcome, and a very Merry Christmas to you all. So what have I got for you this year? The answer is a city build time-lapse on a snowfall map. And boy have I got a snowfall map for you. You see, normally when I get to the map of the year series, I've got a long list and I have to crop down the long list to a short list and then decide from the short list which maps are going to be the final 12. Normally on the long list there isn't a single snowfall map. No, not even one. This year we had two. We had two exceptional snowfall maps this year. Now, making that long list into a short list basically meant losing one of those snowfall maps off of that long list. Now, I don't feel at all bad in chopping this one off of that long list, because as second prizes go, being the featured map on the Christmas special, that's a pretty good second prize. So it could easily have gone the other way. There was very little. They both have, for me, pros and cons, but they are both exceptional snowfall maps. So yes, today's map is Jeneau by glansmannen, or Jeneau possibly by glansmannen, based on the real life location in Alaska, loosely based on the real life location. It's been flattened out for city building purposes. It's a very lovely map. Link is in the description, so if you want a decent snowfall map, why not head over, subscribe to it, and of course give a little click of the like button to get it seen by more people. Yes, now I do have a little regret, not about the map, but about the city build itself. I put in about 7 hours of work into this, and I like what I see. The final city that you're going to see today, I'm liking it. The problem is it just didn't grab hold and grow fast enough. I was hoping for the city to have exploded and to have filled out most of the map. It's about 1/3 exploded, and it was growing so slowly that although I could have put maybe another 3 or 4 hours into the city build, it wouldn't have made that much of a difference. So I made a creative decision and said I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop, and stop is what I did. So if you're hoping to see the final city by the end of today's show, it's not going to happen. I'm probably not going to be able to go back and finish doing the city either, just because of time pressure. But yeah, it's about 1/3 done, and I quite like what I've achieved. So if I'm happy with it, I don't care what you think. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Let's move on to talk about 2020. What a crummy year. Now, admittedly, 2021 could be worse. Let's hope it's not, because 2020 was bad enough. I do hope that 2021 is good to you in every way, that everybody you know stays safe and healthy. But yeah, 2020 was pretty crummy. Personally, business-wise, my main business, I lost about 4 months. In fact, I lost 4 months worth of income. Was topped up a little bit by the nanny state, although that pretty much just covered the absolute bare essentials, making sure that I was able to pay my rent and all that kind of thing. Unfortunately, though, it was beyond that, has been a major struggle. Fortunately for me, I have a YouTube channel which is growing, and it has helped to prop me up. So I want to start by saying a big thank you to you, whether or not you're a subscriber. And if you're not a subscriber, I'm not quite sure why you're watching this video, but yes, if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button now. Go on. Whether you've watched What's Map, or whether you follow the chart show, any of the tutorials, or even my one-shot City Skylines video race day from the initial lockdown back in the spring, thank you so much. You see, just by watching the video, you are adding to the numbers, and the algorithm likes numbers. It likes people watching a video. If a video is getting a lot of views, then it shows it to more people. If a video gets a lot of likes, then it shows it to more people. If a video gets a lot of comments, then it shows it to more people. Now, even if you have ad blocker, and please tell me you haven't got ad blocker, but even if you've got ad blocker, by watching my videos, you're helping other videos to get seen. So thank you very much just for watching. Thank you doubly extra much if you don't have ad blocker. Thank you so much for that. I'll talk more about ad revenue in a moment though. But before we get to that, I want to give a very big shout out to all of the Bonbon Buddies, whether over on Patreon or if you're one of the new YouTube members. Thank you so much. Your individual subscriptions actually earn me more than the ad revenue from YouTube. Now, when you consider that there's about 80 of you, just a tad under 80, thereabouts, say 80, there's 80 of you, and there's 13,300 at the time of recording subscribers to the channel. Now, when you compare those two numbers, you would expect the bulk of the revenue to be coming from the 13,000. That's not how it works. It's not even close, actually. The revenue that I get from the buddies, even just from these $1 subscriptions, it just makes so much more difference. So thank you so much for not just that financial support, because that financial support is only half of it as far as I'm concerned, the moral support as well. You see, when I sort of like clock off at the end of the day, I'll go and check comments, I'll get the odd message from you guys, and it means that I'm not just a guy talking to a microphone in the corner of his living room. I'm actually interacting with real people that actually seem to be interested in what I've got to say. Beyond belief. Family look at me and go, what? And I go, yeah, I know. There's one or two people who are vaguely interested. So anyway, thank you very much for not just the financial pledges, although yes, the financial pledges. And of course, if you do want to help support the channel, then you can head over to patreon.com/BonBonB, or you can hit the join button on the little bottom of the screen there. You see the bottom of the screen there? Hit the join button and become a YouTube member. I'm not gonna. This isn't an ad. I'm not interested in advertising here. But that's how you can support the channel. If you want to know more, then there's various information in either direction. So yes, thank you so much to all of the buddies. Yes, thank you to anybody who's commented on the video. Thank you very, very much indeed. I do read them all, but with so many videos on the channel now, I can't respond to them all. I can't even click on like on all of them. It's getting a bit silly. I do always try to reply to any questions that are asked and respond to anything that's completely fresh or whatever the newest video is. I'll always try and keep up with something there, but I might be a day or three behind sometimes because things are just a little bit crazy. I will have to look at a way of streamlining the comments at some point, especially with regards to map review requests. Because at the moment, they can be in any one of about 30 different places. And if they go into the comments and I miss one, it just disappears. It goes into history. It just go on. So what I want to do is find a way in early 2021 of formalizing the map request process. I'll find one way and we will just roll with that one. An extra shout out to the admin on the Facebook group. You've asked to remain anonymous, and I will honour that, but don't think I don't appreciate you, because I do. I really do. And a big shout out also to Random5, who is pretty much single-handedly continuing to maintain the map list, which of course is linked into every single What's Map video. Every single map that's been reviewed is got little categories and such. If you've not been to the map list, it's a Google document, free to view, and like I say, linked into the description of every single What's Map. It may not seem like much what you guys do, but honestly, every little thing helps, because I've got a finite amount of time, and just making the videos is like 2 to 3 hours a day, just making what map. And then if I'm doing the tutorial or something like that, it's extra time going into there. And then of course I want to do things for me. I might want to play a game, which I can't do if I'm spending 4 hours just making videos. So yeah, even just like a couple of minutes here, a couple of minutes there, doing the little things that you do for me, it really does make a huge difference. While we're doing shout-outs, I just want to throw out one very quick personal one. I don't know if you're watching this, but to Lillian, if you are watching this, don't be a stranger. I do often wonder how you're doing, and I'm really sad that I've been unable to keep in touch with you. I won't talk more because I do want to maintain a little bit of my own personal private life, and also talking more details means talking about your personal private life, and I don't think that is anybody's business but yours. So I'm hoping that you can keep well, and that maybe we can catch up sometime during 2021. So keep well. So that's it for the shout outs, but what have I got for you coming up in the near future? Mostly map of the year. Yes, it's that time of year, and all of next week, Monday to Saturday, we will be having the top 12 maps, in my opinion, from the last 12 months. Now, outside of those 12 maps, there were another 5 on my final shortlist, and we will be showcasing them tomorrow with some fly-throughs. These aren't losers. These are not loser maps. They are exceptional maps. Every one of these 17 is, for me, the best 17 maps of the year. So all of them are winners. And I don't want to forget these 5 maps. So we're going to show them off tomorrow, Boxing Day. Join me for that one. Hopefully you find one of those maps that maybe you missed during the year. So that will be, that's tomorrow. And then Monday, Saturday, as I say, we'll have 2 maps per day, 1 winner, and then 1 finalist to support that one in each show. Finishing off on Saturday with the Map of the Year 2020. Also, in terms of what is coming up in the new year, I'm looking to revamp the chart show. I'm actually hoping to do this pretty early on in the new year. It'll have a new name, although nothing that's going to be... It's not going to be breaking any news or anything like that. I'm not going to tell you what it is now, but it's going to be one of those where you go, well, obviously, you know, obviously. So anyway, yes, I'm going to be renaming the chart show and giving it a fresh look. I've been using the same templates since the show launched 2.5 years ago. So about time it had a revamp, and so just a little bit of a freshen up. It'll still be effectively the same show, but with a slightly glossier interface. So don't be surprised if there's a refresh show in the new year. Tutorials, I have a large number I want to do. Some of them are very long overdue. The thing with tutorials is they take a long time to do well. And you know me, I have done 1 or 2 duffers. I have done 1 or 2 duffers. I accept it. But generally, I do like to make sure that my tutorials are at least usable. I'm going to say the best, but yeah, that's a bit hoit, isn't it? But I want them to be good, and so I take the time, and so they take a long while to actually record and put together. There will be a few new ones before the end of the winter, and hoping to actually get the first one in the next few weeks. I'm not going to say anything about what they're likely to be, because I don't want to commit myself too much, but I know what I want to do. I've got a strong vision in mind for they won't just be standalone tutorials. They will interact with each other, and so yes, it's long overdue. It's got to be done. So yes, hopefully before the end of the winter, or of course the summer if you're in the southern hemisphere. And that is about it. I think I've spoken for too long. I have said thank you to everybody I wanted to say thank you to. I've brought you up to scratch with everything that's coming up in the near future. And hopefully 1 or 2 of you will have hit the subscribe button. Maybe even have hit the like button. Could you believe that? And hopefully the city build down below isn't too disappointing. I'm very sad about it. I wanted more. Just so selfish. Yeah. Still, there you go. That's it. thank you very much. Have a very, very Merry Christmas. Hopefully, stay safe, stay well, stay warm, and I'll see you tomorrow for the unsuccessful shortlisted maps for Map of the Year. Thanks for watching.